Picture this. You're a Roman soldier facing down 20 massive war elephants with towers full of archers on their backs. These beasts have already routed your cavalry twice, trampled hundreds of your comrades, and seem absolutely unstoppable.
Your secret weapon? Squealing pigs covered in tar and set on fire. Welcome to the most bizarre military tactic in ancient history, the elephant problem. King Pyrrhus of Epirus was no joke. Hannibal himself ranked Pyrrhus as the greatest general of all time, putting himself only in third place behind Scipio. When Pyrrhus invaded Italy in 280 BCE, he brought something Romans had never seen before: war elephants. These weren't just big animals wandering around the battlefield. These were weapons of mass destruction with attitude. Each elephant carried a crew of up to 4 men armed with javelins and bows in a tower on its back. The rider controlled the beast with an ancus, a short spear with a hook, while additional soldiers protected the elephant's flanks. The psychological impact was devastating. Roman horses had never seen elephants and went absolutely berserk. In the Battle of Heraclea, Pyrrhus's 20 elephants single-handedly routed the entire Roman cavalry, securing victory for the Greeks. The Romans got slaughtered again at the Battle of Asculum in 279 BCE. After winning, Pyrrhus looked around at his massive casualties and said, "One more victory like this, and I'll have no army left." Thus was born the phrase Pyrrhic victory. Elephant Warfare 101. Let's talk about how terrifying these things actually were. North African elephants were specifically chosen for warfare because males were more aggressive and easier to train. Training took years, and a good war elephant could grab enemy cavalry with its trunk and literally throw spears. They wore layered leather armor and later metal plates. Even their trunks were armored with spiked plates. Some carried drummers or flag bearers for battlefield communication. A single elephant could break infantry formations just by charging through them. The Romans tried conventional tactics first. Javelins, arrows, loud noises, torches, nothing worked consistently. These elephants had seen it all and were trained to fight through distractions. Then someone had a brilliant, insane idea. The Great Pig Strategy. Ancient sources tell us that elephants had one specific phobia: the squealing of pigs. Not just any noise, specifically pig squeals. It triggered some kind of primal panic response that sent even the most battle-hardened elephants running. During the siege of Megara in the 3rd century BCE, Antigonus II proved this worked. He covered pigs in tar, set them on fire, and released them toward enemy elephants. The burning pigs ran around squealing in agony, and the elephants completely lost their minds, trampling their own troops as they fled. This gave the Romans an idea: the Battle of Beneventum. In 275 BCE, Pyrrhus faced the Romans for the final time near Beneventum in southern Italy. He still had his elephants, still had his tactical advantage, and the Romans still couldn't match his military genius. But this time, the Romans came prepared with their secret weapon. According to one version of events, the Romans deployed flaming pigs against Pyrrhus's elephants. The pigs, covered in pitch and set ablaze, ran squealing toward the elephant formations. The elephants panicked, turned around, and stampeded back through their own lines, causing massive casualties among Pyrrhus's troops. Another version claims the Romans used flaming arrows instead of pigs, but the result was the same: terrified elephants wreaking havoc on their own army. Either way, Pyrrhus's elephant advantage was neutralized through what might be the most ridiculous military tactic ever devised: the end of Pyrrhus. While the Romans didn't win a decisive victory at Beneventum, they didn't need to. Pyrrhus's army was so damaged by his own elephants that he couldn't continue the campaign. His resources were exhausted, his troops demoralized, and his supposedly unstoppable war machines had become liabilities. Pyrrhus abandoned his Italian campaign and returned to Epirus, leaving Rome as the dominant power in southern Italy. The war that was supposed to check Roman expansion instead announced to the Mediterranean world that Rome was the new regional superpower. The tactical revolution. The pig strategy reveals something crucial about Roman military thinking. When conventional tactics failed, Romans got creative, even absurdly so. They weren't too proud to use ridiculous methods if they worked. This battle also marked the beginning of the end for elephant warfare in the Mediterranean. Once armies knew about the pig weakness, elephants became more liability than asset. Why bring expensive, hard-to-train war elephants when your enemy might show up with livestock and matches? The legacy. The Pyrrhic War didn't change territorial boundaries much, but it changed everything strategically. Rome had faced down the greatest general of the age and survived. They'd proven they could adapt to any military challenge, even giant war elephants. And they'd done it with the most Roman solution possible. If you can't outfight them, outweird them. The next time someone tells you ancient warfare was all honor and glory, remind them that one of history's most important battles was decided by flaming pigs terrorizing elephants. Sometimes the most effective weapon isn't the most dignified one. Who knew that bacon could change the course of empire?